Hey guys, so today we're going to jump into the second half of the Qualifier. What is this, round one? What do they call this? It's the Dragon Ball Legends World Championship Round A Qualifier 1. This is the second part of this. I uploaded the first 9 matches as its own video. This is going to be the second set of 9 matches. So 18 matches in total. The best score you can have coming out of this Qualifier round is 18 wins and 0 losses. Same team as the first video, the Frieza Saga team. This is probably the most common team I ran into. It's either this or the version of this with Kaioken Goku instead of Krillin. I've talked about this many times, but I think the Krillin version is a little better. I'm not really sure what the cutoff is going to be. I am currently recording this video when there's still over a day left of the qualifiers, so people still have a few time slots left to get in their final matches, but I am not entirely sure what the cutoff is going to be to make it into the second round. I would assume if you have 16 wins, you're probably looking pretty good to qualify for the round 2. Remember, you need to be in the top 5%, the top 5% of players to advance to the next round. I would imagine 16 wins is enough. 17, I would say, is most definitely going to be enough. And then, of course, 18. If you win every match, you're definitely moving on. But we'll see. I think probably if you have 16 wins, I would imagine the cutoff is going to be somewhere in 16. So if you have 16 wins, it's probably then going to go to the second criteria, which is how much damage you've dealt. I imagine is what will be the case here. So I think the cutoff will be 16. I'm not going to give away how many matches I won in the intro. So you guys can at least have some kind of anticipation going into the actual matches here. But as I did in the first video, this will be the same style as I do the God Rank Grind videos, where I've already pre-recorded everything and I'm simply just inputting some commentary during the video over the gameplay. So let's go ahead and jump into the first match. We have 9 matches to get through, and I'll just give some background commentary as we go through the matches here. All right, so the first match is, like I said, against this team, the same team I'm running, except he's replaced Krillin with Kaioken Goku. As I've said many times before, I think the reason why I favor the Krillin version is because this team with Namek Goku and Full Power Frieza doesn't really want, or not even really doesn't want, but doesn't need a third, like, one-man army style character, which really is kind of what Kaioken Goku is. Kaioken Goku doesn't really provide anything to the rest of the team. He's kind of just doing everything on his own. He's, a decent tank. He does a lot of damage, but he's not supporting. He's not providing any kind of utility to the rest of the team, really, in any regard. And I think really having that character like Krillin to be able to come in, provide the damage, provide the HP restoration, provide the damage guard, really does help tie the team together, even though Krillin, I don't think even remotely is a good, like, one-man character. He's not really doing much on his own. So that's why I prefer the Krillin team, though. The Krillin version of the team, I should say. And also, it lets you use some better equips. That's another thing to mention as well. All right, so we immediately get rid of this guy's damage guard here, or damage guard, KO guard. And I think I would say, I don't know, like, so again, we do 9 matches in this video. I mean, what do I want to say? Like, 7 or 8 of the matches are against a team that's basically using both of the Frieza Saga Ultra characters. I think, did I encounter one guy using Full Saiyan Saga? I don't remember exactly. I actually recorded this yesterday, but there is still a day left of this this preliminary being up, so we don't have all the players, like, kind of finalized. There is if you go into the actual LBR menu, there is a button where you can look at I think it just calls it quote unquote top players. I'm not sure if those are the players that have have the amount of wins needed to advance. Again, the criteria to advance to round 2 is you got to be in the top 5% of Battle Royale power, which every time you win a match, you get 500 Battle Royale power. So if you win all 18 matches, you get, I think it is 18,000 Battle Royale power. You can see the magnificent frame rate drops here in this map. I don't know why the game is giving me this map more than any other map, and it's, like, not even close either. It's like if you actually, like, recorded and kept track of how many times this map popped up for me versus every other map in the game, this map has got to pop up at least twice as often as every single other map. I don't know why. I can't explain it. I don't know why. Pretty sure this guy rushes. Yeah, this guy got a rush before me. That's insane. But yeah, this green Tournament of Power map is like twice as common as every other map, and it's by far the worst in terms of performance. Not exactly. It seems counterintuitive to me. I mean, if you're gonna have a map with worse performance, at least you could make it less likely to spawn, right? I mean, I don't really know, but all right. So Krillin gets hit by the rush. That's fine. We have KO guard popping up here. We already got rid of his KO guard at this point, so at this point, it's really just a lock-in with Goku is going to secure us this one. He does a good job with the main. That was a well-timed main. All right, so we're going to go to Krillin, or just go to Frieza? I probably should have went to Krillin first, but this is fine. Frieza can tank this. Yep. There's the overdrive. I'm hoping he sends me into the air so we can at least get off the ground. Yeah, good. You know, the funny thing about this map is when you get hit by an overdrive on this map, I would say like 8 times out of 10, the opponent is clicking the top option in the overdrive just to get off the ground. So it actually is harder to like land a good overdrive on this map because you want to click the top option to get off the ground, but it's pretty easy to get guessed on that one because most people assume that's what you're going to click because it's the performance is so bad on this one. At this point, we're just going through the motions. This guy really can't do anything to me. I have Krillin still alive, which means we have pretty much infinite healing. I'm just going to go to Krillin. Eventually, we're going to go into Frieza, heal back up, and we get our rush here, finally. I don't even think we need to use it here. We just kill him with the Death Beam into the blast. Or he's just dead to the Death Beam. Okay, sure. Well, this was fun. Goodbye, Goku. There we go. First match done. Here we just have like a throwaway match. This is... I'm assuming this is like a brand new player and not somebody just trying to get the missions done. I'm pretty sure the missions are just to play the mode. I don't even think you have to win or anything. Like, as long as you just play, this guy's just gonna immediately DC. So never mind. I don't know. I guess this is just somebody who's wanting to get the missions done. It doesn't actually feel like playing the match out. I'm not really sure. I mean, you could just forfeit. I don't know why he DC'd. This guy also could be a cheater potentially. I don't know. It's possible, right? There are ways to force DC the game, and just kind of win against the bot. But even with this, like this guy with his team, can he even kill my team? Even if my team becomes a bot, like I don't know. But that might be what this guy's doing. So I talked about cheaters in this mode in a video uploaded yesterday with the Gogeta Blue. There is one player that single-handedly won, quote-unquote, won every single match using Ultra Gogeta Blue and no other character. And I went to the replay to watch him play, and it's just him losing immediately. And even though it says that he won every match, so obviously there's something going on there. Hope they deal with it. But I talked about that at length in the Gogeta Blue video yesterday, so there are definitely rampant instances of cheating in this mode going on, which I'm actually not really as worried about the actual cheaters because I'm pretty confident they're just going to get banned at the end of the day regardless, but I'm more worried about what they're going to do to address the people who fought the cheaters. Like, they're losing Battle Royale power because of that. Once again, we have the green Tournament of Power background. Pretty good. Yeah, he jumped twice right away, so I thought it was pretty obvious he had an AoE green, so I just wanted to jump him there. All right, he's going to go into Frieza. This guy's using Majin Vegeta, huh? I think this actually ended up being the longest match that I played in this round. I'm looking at my edit, because the way I'm actually doing the voiceover here is I'm actually looking at the editing software. And this segment is the longest segment out of all the matches we played. So I think this is actually the longest match. He does a good job there of going for the strike right away. Playing around the AoE green. There's my gauge on Goku. I don't know why the hell you would main here. This makes zero sense. It's possible he lost the game off of that, by the way. That's like the worst main I've ever seen. I don't know what that was. We're just going to keep cycling. He's going to Death Beam. We're going to go into Namek Goku in a second here. Yep. lowers card draw speed and destroys cards. Namek, the combo of Namek Goku lowering card draw speed and destroying cards is so crazy. It's really good. All right, so Majin Vegeta is locked in. We should be able to get rid of his first life here. Yeah. And now we just do this with Frieza. I could have went for the Death Beam, but I feel like just getting these gauges out of the way is better. All right, well, we just Death Beam again. And we have our rush in our... Okay, I was going to say, we had our rush in our hand. Got destroyed. Go to Namek here. I'm saving Krillin so I could use him as a way to heal up and cycle in between Goku and Frieza. I'm using my ult here because I think it's really likely he has a rush at this point. And so remember, Goku's ultimate destroys 2 Dragon Balls. So this is a tactical ult from me, just trying to buy myself some more time. If he gets priority on me here, I can't switch into Frieza for another 8 counts. I think it's worth it to use the ult here, just so at least if he does get priority, I don't have to worry about his rush for now. So we got rid of his endurance, which is really good. And he goes for mid-range strike, so we just rush him with Krillin. And if this goes through, we activate his KO guard. And then we're looking pretty good. Yep, okay, so KO guard out. Krillin with the KO on Ultra Full Power Frieza. Technically, it's not because of the KO guard, but... Think about this scenario. Namek Super Saiyan Goku saving Full Power Frieza from Krillin. Alright, we're going to go back to Frieza here. We're going to go with the Death Beam. He's going to go to Majin Vegeta. I can't really do anything about this. Yeah, he destroyed my blue card. It's kind of annoying. Alright, there's his... Oh, we never got to his endurance, huh? I thought we did. That's fine. Majin Vegeta literally doesn't do anything. That was a good main. I just go to Krillin here. Oh, I go to Namek, huh? Okay. I should have went to Krillin first. This is a slight misplay. Slight misplay. At this point, I don't think I'm at. We've done so much damage to him that even if this goes to timer, we should be more than fine here. He can't do enough damage to me. I don't think at this point. Like, he's just way too behind. Yeah, this is a desperation rush, but I think this is probably the best play he could make at this point, just to try and get some damage in. That's fine. Does this even kill my first life? It's gotta, right? Majin Vegeta just holds the team back so much on damage. Like, look at that. he did nothing with that blue card. It was barely enough. 3.3. Yeah, dude, Majin Vegeta just... Yeah, he gets lucky with that. I didn't think he'd do that right away. We're going to go to Krillin. We're going to go back to Goku. Yep, just cycle the heal in. He's going to get his lock-in a second here. He doesn't use it for some reason. I don't understand that at all. All right, so Vegeta's dead. Goodbye, Vegeta. Didn't even need to use the overdrive. Maybe I could have used it just to get the extra damage in, but... Yeah, this is done. This is over. Can I even kill, though, here? We'll see. Use another Death Beam. Use another Death Beam. Yeah, we can't really do anything here. He goes right away. I wasn't expecting that. Go to Krillin. Again, he can't kill my team. It's impossible. I don't think he's activated KO guard even, right? For me? I don't think so. We could get the feint here, which actually wouldn't even matter. Yeah, this does not matter at all. Namek Goku's gauge activated right there, so he actually didn't even die. Oh, man. Alright, well, there we go. That's going to wrap this one up. I think we just go to Namek Goku, get the lock-in. Yeah, we just kill him here with the strikes. You don't even need to rush here. Just hold on to it for now. Oh, actually... Huh. Yeah, this is all. I mean, again, There's actually nothing you can do here, because even if this goes to timer, we've done, what, 15 million more damage than him in this match? Like, it's not close. Even if I sat here and let him combo me for the remaining time on the timers, we wouldn't lose. So, yeah, this is done. 11 million rush, yeah, it's 100% done. There's nothing you can do. I mean, I don't blame him for doing a Desperation AoE green. That's, like, really the only thing he could have done there. Alright. Well, that's that one. Next. Okay, this looks like a pretty good looking team. This is the same. Look, dude, look at the background. I can't explain it, man. I can't. Same team as we fought earlier. That was not intended. I didn't mean to do that. It's also lagging a little bit, unfortunately. Him going to freeze there actually is good for us, because we can not have to worry about our cards getting destroyed by Kaioken Goku's gauge. Just keep going with Frieza here. Yep. Do some damage. Mid-range strike is pretty good. Nice lag. Alright, remember Namegoku immune to card destruction, so don't have to worry about the gauge destroying our hand here. I am going to... alternatively, I could have saved the Namegoku gauge here. The reason I opted to go for using it is, even though we're not going to do like pretty much any damage versus Kaioken here, I want to cycle the gauge so I can get closer to getting the second one filled up. Because once you fill up the second gauge with Goku, from that point you do end up getting the type neutral. So if we can get type neutral on Namegoku, we can really start doing a lot of damage to Kaioken Goku, even with Namegoku. So that's why I did that. Alright, this guy's doing quick attacks and stuff. Solar Flare, even though he should have switched characters there. Alright, we're gonna Death Beam. We're gonna Strike. We're gonna Death Beam again. Yep. Frieza. No, we're gonna keep going. And now we're gonna green. Yeah. This character really is all about just managing all of the different gauges. Managing the unique gauge, managing the active gauge, managing your hand at the same time. If you know how this character works, I mean, it's not like it's hard to do. If you manage all these things correctly, this is like just, yeah, this character is like unmatchable. Solar Flare, okay. Main. I think I'd go to Goku and jump. I should have. Let's rush this guy here. I actually remember this. 3.8 million health Kaioken Goku. So this guy actually ends up living the rush. I remember this. Again, it's just because we weren't able to get the type neutral in with Namegoku early enough. If I had type neutral here, obviously you would have killed him. That's fine though. We get him low. We're just gonna go with the ult here. Go with the blue now. Alright. Yeah, so we actually had Endurance Null up there, I'm pretty sure, which is why that went through. So Frieza, at this point, I actually think still does have Endurance. That is something we need to remember. Frieza does still have Endurance, because the way that KO Guard works, if you have Endurance Nullification active on your character, and you activate the opponent's KO Guard through their Endurance, so like you just saw right there. If I have Endurance Nullification up and I activate the opponent's KO Guard and they still have Endurance, it will activate the KO Guard. Did this guy leave? I think this guy left. This guy left. Okay, he rage quit. You'll see here, I'm pretty sure that Frieza, even though it's a bot, we could just show this, that Frieza does actually have Endurance still, because that's the way that KO Guard works. KO Guard's synergy with Endurance characters is kind of insane. It kind of almost like gives you 2 endurances on top of the KO Guard. It's really, really crazy. Alright, so we're going through the motions. This is a bot. Again, I mentioned this in the last video, but for whatever reason, they actually replaced the bot AI with the God rank bot AI in this mode. Stupidest decision ever, maybe. It's really dumb. Alright, you'll see here that this Frieza will actually not die to this. Yeah, so that's a perfect example of what I was just talking about. Even though We already popped a KO guard by quote-unquote KOing this Frieza. Our endurance nullification technically didn't work against removing his endurance because it activated KO guard. All right, so that's out of the way. Next is, okay, the better version of the team. This guy's running the exact same team as me. Just the star level is different, obviously. And we start off by lagging, which is nice. Love this. This guy doesn't leave. He plays this match, yeah. All right. This is also a longer one, I think. Jump works here. You'll definitely notice. I think I drop here. Yeah, you'll definitely notice the star difference in this match, I think. I think we drop here again. We definitely drop here. There's no way we don't. Yeah. He's switching, so we just drop again. This guy's getting mollywopped here. We almost have our full our full unique gauge with Frieza. That's crazy. I think we get the KO guard off here. Yeah, because we get the lock-in. Oh, that's the KO guard out in the first, like, what, 20 counts? That's really bad for him. I think this guy actually does a good job of fighting back, though. Like, he had a horrible start, but he actually does a decent job of trying to come back here. I do this. I'm like, not entirely sure if this kills his Frieza. 3 million health. I was on the fence about it. I figured we're so far ahead, why don't we just try? It does not end up killing. It does not. Good damage, though. But it does not end up killing. I should have went for the quick attack there. That was a misplay. But yeah, that also destroys Dragon Balls. But I don't even... Does this guy even have any Dragon Balls when I went for the ult? I don't remember. It is lagging slightly, unfortunately. We're going to go back to Krillin. I'm waiting to switch until Krillin come back. Again, I always like using Krillin as a bridge between Frieza and Goku on this team. That's really his main purpose. Get the heal in, get the disrupt in on the opponent. Remember, Krillin is increasing costs, so... And lowering power as well. He's going to main. I'm going to wait a second. I couldn't tell what it was, because it was lagging. It's tough to time that. We're still lagging. You guys like this lag? Alright, we're gonna go back to Frieza. I think I probably should go to Namagoku, yeah. This is fun. Bro is playing from like drive-through 7-Eleven Wi-Fi or something. Go to Krillin now, and then again, once we can go back to Frieza, we just go back to him, and we just keep healing forever. People ask me what I want Kefla to have. The one thing that would really hurt this team a lot is team-wide HP restoration down. That would hurt the team a lot. So if Kefla, like every time she uses a card, for example, is inflicting the enemy team with like 20% health restoration down debuffs, that would really hurt this team a lot. So that could be something good that Kefla has that would impact the game. All right, so he's going to ult me. This is fine. Again, we're just going to heal all. Literally, we're going to heal all of this off. It does not matter. We're going to go with the active gauge because our unique gauge is about to fill up. I'm actually going to double Death Beam. Yeah. Okay, so Krillin's dead. Next card we use, we're going to have our full unique gauge and active gauge. Oof, yeah, this is over. This is over because now we're just going to Death Beam. So we have Overdrive too. We have Namagoku's unique gauge up. I'm going to main here to get my unique gauge filled up again. You know what the best play here is, actually? Namagoku lock rush. Yeah. Or, sorry, we already had endurance all up, so it didn't even matter. I don't think he got rid of my KO guard, so this is what we're gonna do here. Just gonna let this go off. If I have to have KO guard go off on somebody, I think I do prefer that it is Namagoku just because the heal is the strongest on him. I think I intentionally let Krillin die here. I could switch to Frieza here, but I just let Krillin go. Oh no, I do go to Frieza, huh? I think looking back at this, I should have just let Krillin die. But it doesn't. At this point, it doesn't matter at all. Okay, yeah, we go back to Krillin here. Get the damage and healing death buffs from him. We already have a rush, so the Dragon Balls don't matter at all. Oh, we do guess. That actually doesn't matter at all. Yeah, this guy had a 0% chance to win anyway. Alright, that's done. Now we're fighting... Okay, this is the same team as mine, except he's going for the worse version. This is strictly 100% a worse version of the team that I'm using. Look how much more damage he's taking. He's going with the EX13 and EX Deborah bench over just using Zenkai buffers. I do not like this version of this team. This is not the way you want to build this. I mean, I guess it could move back. You guys saw I tried to. I guess it's possible this guy just doesn't have the Zenkai, but the Zenkai characters, which I mean would make sense because I think if you don't have the Zenkai buffers, this probably is the second best option for the team. But there's a pretty big difference here because you're missing out on so many buffs for Namagoku. Like, Namagoku is the one who gets hurt by this version of the team a lot. So his Namagoku, like, this hand is horrible, by the way. I think this Namagoku will just get completely crushed by any damage. It's going to go to Krillin. I'm going to main here, just so I can keep cycling through to Frieza. Yeah, really, at the end of the day, what I like to use Krillin's main for is just to get ki back. That's really what it is. I might just rush, yeah. This makes sense. I'm just trying to get damage in. I just stacked up a ton of damage with Frieza with the 2 blasts. I figured because we got such a fast rush, I might as well take advantage of it, and we'll eventually farm up a second rush anyway. If this does end up going to timer, we eventually will just get a second rush regardless, so I think this was a better thing to do here. It mainly is just because we got the rush super quick. Alright, so KO guard is out. We have 134 counts left, so we got plenty of time to farm up a second rush. We're going to tackle here. And yeah, this is not looking good for this guy. Death Beam. And we're going to get our unique gauge filled. Krillin's just going to die, huh? Yeah. Alright, we go to Namagoku. Full screen strike by him, pretty good. That was horrible. Yeah, he's locked in, this is fine. We just, actually he's not locked in, let's go to Krillin. Overdrive is fine, it's gonna do minimal damage. He really doesn't, he didn't spend any time building up his Namagoku, so he doesn't have any type neutral here, so Krillin is fine. Do I just go for the, no. I was gonna say, do I just go for the charge attack? I probably could have went for one there. This guy's jumping a lot. Yeah, it is over. Right, this is the play that finishes it, I'm pretty sure. Alright, well, we're just gonna Death Beam. Probably Death Beam again. Yep. Alright, so his endurance is out. I think I main. No, I don't. I probably should have actually mained there. Actually, no, he's just dead to lock in, yeah. Okay, next up, Super Vegito, UI Goku, and Namagoku. This is, at least it's a different team. Fighting a normal Namek. Cool. Super Vegito is pretty tanky. It's going to be tough just to punch through his defenses, but the one thing with Super Vegito is he doesn't have any buff removal, so we can get like a endurance nullifying rush off with Namagoku or something, and we'll be good to go against him. This is also a team where like I can get beaten up for the first like 100 counts, and we're completely fine. I think that actually might be what happens in this one. So Goku's gauge is about to activate. We get this cover change with Krillin. We're about to heal the whole team with Goku's gauge. There it is. Right now. So now we're back to full health for the whole team. I think I just Death Beam here. No, I tackle. I went for the strike right away because I was just scared of an AoE green. Horrible clash. I'm doing a terrible job with clashes. I just can't clash. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's not just me. It's most people feel the clash change that they made when they come out with the dynamic area battle. Alright, we're fine here. Just trying some different things, see if we can get some combos going on them. Alright, that's a pretty good clash. There we go. He's locked in. I think we just go with the blue, yeah. See if we can get the feint potentially here. We do not, but a tackle was gonna... I should have probably just went for a quick attack there. Would have actually got rid of his first life. Back to Krillin. We can go back to Namagoku right away, pretty much here. One more hit. There we go. Do I go back to Goku? No. Okay, for some reason I didn't sidestep there. UI. Alright, disrupt. So I'm gonna go back to Krillin when we can. Go to Namek. I don't agree with that. I think I should have went to Krillin first here. I think that was a misplay. He's trying to hit me with a rush, obviously. I think we just quick attack him again. Yeah, he's waiting. He's trying too hard to get that rush off. Alright, well, first life out for him. Kind of just quick attacked him to death. He's obviously got a green. We could lock him in a rush here. Yep. Alright, so he's dead. Yeah, that is a way I like to use Namagoku's gauge as well. Is if we can't get a combo started and we get a tackle off on somebody while you have the full gauge, you can essentially force them into vanishing while they're locked in, and then you could just rush them. You could also do the same thing with like a blue, if you have a blue in your hand. You force them to vanish, then you vanish back, and then you blue, and then they can't do anything. So that's a pretty powerful way to use this guy's lock-in as well. Jump works on him. Now we just got to buy time to get back into Namagoku. Do I main here? No. I think I just overdrive at this point. I don't have enough cards. If that blue card was anything except for a blue card, it would have been fine. Like, we could have comboed this into Goku coming back, but there's something else we could have done there. Alright, he still hasn't transformed with UI 100 counts in, by the way. No clue what he's doing. PV, okay. Super Vegito is fine. Now we just rack up the damage. Like, with Namek Goku out, I don't think this guy could even do enough damage to kill my team ever. So this guy has to play around timer now. Because he's not kill, like he can't kill my team. He can't. So he's got to find a way to do damage and just win off of damage, but it's gonna be super tough. Look how much damage we do by just doing quick attacks. I think yeah, I remember this. We both tackle each other like 3 times in a row. Go for taps here. Going to Namagoku's. We have a green. You transform, guys. Only 131 counts in. We get the transformation off. I don't know what that is, so I'm just gonna mid-range strike. Okay, sure. And that's pretty much GG. We just main here with Krillin now. And we just chain this into Frieza, and then Frieza just cleans up. And we have our main ability too, to get our full unique gauge up again. Just gonna dump the active gauge first. Okay, now we main. Just to get the active gauge, yep. And we kill this guy with the death beam. And we almost have another death beam already. I think I swipe? No. Okay, that's GG. Goodbye, Vegito. Full health on my whole team, by the way. All right, we only have 2 matches to go here. This next match is same team as mine. All right, Frieza Saga. Green turn to power map, guys. We're gonna go to Frieza. We're gonna death beam. I got a lot of HP. 3.6 million health on this Frieza, huh? We have a lot of Dragon Balls already. We're getting this rush quick. Alright, there's our rush. I think I just launch it. There's no reason not to. We're gonna get the lock in here. Yeah, we just launched the rush with Frieza. KO guard out maybe? Let's see if he guesses us. He does not, okay. Yeah, fast KO guard out. The lock-in plus rush combo is very powerful. Now Frieza can just go on a tirade here. We have a tackle we can use into a death beam if he gets hit by it. If this guy gets hit by a tackle here, I'm pretty sure the match is over. Okay, he goes for the strike right away. We're gonna go Krillin, and we're gonna go Goku. Okay, main. You have an AoE green. There you go. All at the same time while we're continuously building up Namegoku's gauge to get the second gauge filled up. I mean, it's not really going to matter because Krillin is basically dead anyway, but... yeah, I'm just going to do this to get the damage in. The reason I'm doing this is not only just for the Dragon Ball destruction at this point, but just because it's really, really going to cripple his Frieza permanently. Because he already has his KO guard popped. I hit this guy with, like, anything from Frieza, and the game is over. Like, Frieza gets one death beam off, and it's GG. Okay, it's GG. Okay, it's over. Yeah, it's over. It's over. This guy, he needs a miracle at this point. All right, well, that's that. Yep. All right, so we have one more match left to go. I guess I'll just tell you guys now, this match, this guy just like gave up in the middle. So we do end up actually winning every single match. We have 18 wins and 0 losses. So I have to imagine that we're locked in to move on to the second round of qualifiers. The second round of qualifiers is in October. And I have a vacation planned in October. I'm going to Hong Kong for a few days. I'm going from the 10th to the 14th is when I'll be away. That is like perfectly overlapping with the second round qualifiers. I think what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to just take all my tickets and just use them all on the last day. So I'm going to have to play all my matches in one day. So that's what I'll have to do. The second round qualifier should be harder than this one. I mean, it's going to be supposedly better players in that one, but I don't know. I mean, we won all the matches here, I think, pretty easily. The only match that I think was pretty tough was the one in the prior qualifier, or the prior video, where it was like the 63 times God rank player or something like that, and we got a rush guest. That was rough, but everything else was pretty smooth sailing. Let me know down below how you guys did in the preliminary, or I guess the qualifier round A. How many wins did you get? What was your experience like? Hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I will see you in the next one.